Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Pulse. I am Ajit Mahuli, the founder and mentor at LPAT. Let's take a look at what the indices have been doing and are likely to do. So index has moved up again, giving a new high. That's the main index Nifty. On the monthly, there is no change. We are still seeing upward move. But if you see this, the momentum is a little bit dying on the higher time frame, though you may see it on the daily or smaller time frame. But on the higher time frame, we are seeing very narrow range candles. So we need to be cautious about that. This month has just started, though we have printed new high. We need to see how the week and a month goes ahead before taking any big positions on the long side. Markets are likely to come, if they pull back, they're likely to come towards, let's say, 20,500 at least, or 21,000, based on the higher time frame. On the weekly chart, again, no supply zone, but if you see, these are all narrow range candles, volatility is up, and that's why you see wild swings coming in the markets. On the weekly chart, the demand as of now still is at this area, which is about 21,500. And if markets fail to make new high or do a good follow through on the Friday's up move, or the Thursday's up move that we saw, Friday's up move, uh, it might probably again make a comeback towards, let's say, 21,800. And if that is broken on a closing basis, we could see index coming down. But since the election season is going to begin, markets will remain volatile. So be cautious about your trades and don't get into any business setups if you are not familiar with those asset classes, especially in the FNO segment. On the daily chart, again, no supply, but if you see after that move, if we just forget about the disaster recovery trading that happened on Saturday, we have had, after that follow through, we are seeing on the daily indecision candle with a very narrow range. Usually that depicts probably more of options play or getting out of options position on the long side, or even getting into new short option position. So be cautious about that. Only once we get a new rally candle like this, then we can say that, okay, we have good areas to buy at these places. But if this fails and starts retracing, we could see the pullback again happening towards, let's say, at least up to 22,000. So that's going to be the range for the week for Nifty. Let's say maybe even this can be taken as the lower range. That's about 22,050 and 22,500 on the upper side. So wait and watch. If you are long, trail your stop losses. For shorts, you need to have some more confirmations. On the smaller time frames, if you see for the last so many 75-minute candles, hourly candles, you're seeing that the consolidation is going on. That's going to be a crucial area. If we breach this, probably we could move towards 2250. So that's going to be the range. If this holds, we may again move towards try to make the 10 toward 22,500. If you break this, there'll be an easy path for the index to move towards sub 22,100 levels. So range bound price action, wait for new thrust towards the upside before getting into new longs. If you're longs here, it's time to book profits or at least trail your stop losses to, let's say, around 250. A quick look at India VIX. India VIX, if you see, has pulled down a little bit, but it's still in the new band. Earlier band used to be somewhere close to 10 and a half to 13. Now the band has changed from 14 to 16 and a half, 17, which may keep on increasing. So keep a watch on the VIX. If VIX keeps increasing, you could see a turn in the markets. Don't be aggressive when markets are volatile, because especially on the monthly chart, the volatility index looks to be ready for a move towards, let's say, at least 1920. So be cautious about getting into aggressive longs in the index. A quick look at Bank Nifty. Now, Bank Nifty is yet to hit a new high after hitting that new high in the month of Jan. We pulled down and are again retracing back to those areas. So Bank Nifty is going to be an interesting area. On the monthly chart, the trend is still intact. It's ranging from 48,700, let's say, on the upper side to 44,700. So that's a wide, nearly 4,000 point range that Bank Nifty is having on the monthly side. We are getting closer to the top range. The trend is still up and intact. Probably that's going to be the area where you can look at new confirmation longs, or if Bank Nifty fails to take for 48,000 on the upside, it might again retrace back to these areas. Based on the weekly chart, new longs only around these areas again. That's 44,500 to 45,000. So wait cautiously, wait patiently for swing trades, but you will probably get new long trades for short-term incomes. But Bank Nifty is at the retail pricing area, so be cautious about that. It's in a good supply area, this area, though it has no achievement, but there has been a pretty good fall from that area on the weekly chart. So that's going to be the range on the weekly for Bank Nifty for the next maybe a couple of weeks. Based on the daily chart, so Bank Nifty, if you see, is going up, then correcting, then a strong impulse, and then correcting. So on the daily chart, that remains the demand zone, which is holding the index on the lower side, and that's probably going to be the area of supply, which the index might be looking at to target. That's about 48,100. So we are moving up. The momentum is probably towards the upside, and we could see a further push, because since this is a gap, there could be one day of big move and then confirmation shorts at this area, or because we don't know if it could go and give a new high. So you will have to wait for confirmations to short. On the lower side, if we come towards, let's say, 46,500, you can look at some confirmation long again to reach to that area. So the daily trend is up, but getting into retail areas. On the smaller time frame, again, just like Nifty, this is ranging at that area and unable to move, but the path of least resistance to the upside. So on the 75-minute chart, this will remain a crucial area for the index to break. If we break 46,950, probably then Bank Nifty could easily move towards, let's say, 46,400. If we hold this on the smaller time frame, then we will probably make an attempt to move towards 48,000. So bias to the upside, but no new longs unless you get some confirmation, and avoid aggressive longs. If we break this, new longs can be taken at these areas. So on the 75-minute chart, the area of demand on that's holding it is going to be 45,800 approximately. So that's where you can get into new longs. If you break this, we may come down all the way to this area. Okay. So volatile markets, bias to the upside, shorts on confirmation, longs only if we hold these demands and then give some confirmation. And they're all going to be short-term income longs. Swing trades only probably in stocks. Index still going to remain range bound for the coming week. Right. Hope that helps you in your trading this week. Please go through the disclaimer.